Now, something that I was pondering upon. What do you feel like hip hop did for sports? And we can start there first.
All right. In all honesty, I think um, although all right, let's talk about like the '90s and the early 2000s.
Okay.
A lot of the '90s and early 2000s music, yes, it talks about sex and it talks about drugs and money and things of that nature. But I felt like it had more to do about being like tough and being strong-willed. And there's like, I feel like there's better messages in the songs as pertains to rap in the '90s and the early
Like
2000s.
bitches ain't shit
And
but hoes and tricks.
yeah,
Sorry.
um, I feel like a lot of the music nowadays and the most popular artists, like outside of J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick, um, if I'm being honest, they got a lot. There's a lot of mental problems that are out in this world now, and I
Mm.
feel like they're talked about a lot more, and drugs are talked about a lot more,
Oh my
and
god.
like
Perky 30s.
depression and like you know what I mean and stuff. So I think they kind of correlate
Yeah.
in this aspect of this whole generation of older basketball players versus new like old gen new gen kind
Right.
of thing where they say like the past was, oh, you don't even know how it was tough back then kind of
Mm.
thing, like we punch each other and that's how you try to block a shot like
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
versus
yeah.
now where they talk about finesse and like mental health and everything. And this is all I honestly I love both no matter what, and I'm not saying like either is bad, but I think that is a big thing that people don't talk about as it pertains to hip hop and
Mm.
how it correlates with our mental and how it correlates with the game in general and how they call it softer. But it's because I
Mm.
think we're more aware of our brains and our society and our mental health and spiritual health, all that extra stuff. Versus back then, it was like you had to toughen up and deal with it,
Yeah.
or you just got hit in the mouth and that was it. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
fact. That's a fact.
Um, and that's how I feel like the music was. That's how I feel like our music nowadays has changed to be. So yeah, that's kind of my answer.
Okay. Okay. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think that um I think the basketball players want to be rappers and the rappers want to be basketball players. Now we're talking about when we played, and especially when I played, and I know when you were younger, I know the songs that we were playing in the car, like with dad and stuff, like before games. And we had a lot of like Lil Wayne, Drake
Meek,
back in the day, Meek.
but like a big thing was for me. Like I've always been an R&B person, bro.
Mhm.
Like I was before games, I was always listening to Chris Brown and Drake, but I was always listening to uh all the popular stuff.
But if you remember your three songs from back in the day that would get you ready to play the game.
I can remember a little bit of high school.
Okay, so yeah, so
Um,
tell me your high school playlist. Well, three songs, I guess.
trying to remember like 2019 what was really popping. I know it was a lot Uzi, but the one song that I was obsessed with that I had on the playlist was Topanga by Trippie Redd. Yo, I
Mm.
don't know why, I used to fuck with that shit crazy. Like playing that thing everywhere, anywhere possible. I was getting hype off of that song.
So that
Um,
was possibly in your
no,
playlist.
no, no, it was in the
Oh, for
playlist. It
sure,
was in the playlist.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like when we did the playlists in high school, I was like in charge, especially at Soulberry.
Yeah.
And I had that song on there for sure. I remember that, and I remember Uzi XO Tour Life. I
Is that
remember
all
that.
my friends are dead?
Yeah,
All my friends are dead.
yeah.
Keep me to
That's
dead.
about it though. I can't remember too much because all my teammates, all they wanted to listen was the hood trap shit,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, y'all got it. So I was like,
That's all. That's all. That's all we want to listen to before we play ball. We just want to hear people getting shot up. How
nah.
I, you know
I
what
was
I
trying
mean?
to listen to like how you broke my heart and like
Look, if somebody will come look at this,
like I don't know. It's not. I don't listen to it. Well, when I was younger, I used to listen to it.
so I feel like you just listen to songs
Just
to make you
listen.
feel something.
Yeah,
Not necessarily it had to be a certain emotion.
yeah. Like I
But
just
you just
like
wanted to feel something before you
yeah.
went out?
I
Is
don't
that what
know.
it was? Or did you
I
just
liked
like them so much that it got you amped up?
it. I couldn't. I'm not an angry person. So like listening to Killing and like rapping like that kind of music, even though I listen to it, you've heard some of the stuff
Yeah.
I listen to now, especially going back down to the DMV. That they changed a lot of the music that I listen to now.
Yeah.
But I like to be happy. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And so listening to music that like I listen to Usher or Chris Brown or Frank Ocean or I don't know or to I don't know. I was obsessed with Ty Dolla $ign for like a hot second.
Yeah.
Listening to stuff like that.
Horses isn't stable. Horses in the stable
Anyways,
that I can ride. Oh, dude. Sorry, that's a great song. Sorry, go ahead.
yes. But yeah, listening to that stuff it made me feel at peace. When I'm at peace, I can do like that's just me. When I have a clear mind and I'm just happy. Like I remember Dad used to do this thing where he would like game face. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Nah, he did used to do that. Like when he wanted you to turn your game face on, like right before tip off, he'd be like, "All right, Poppy."
yeah, he would be like
Yeah,
game face,
yeah, he would.
and be like, all right,
You just be mad
I'll
smiling.
be mad happy. I'm like, all right, let's go do it.
Yeah.
And then I'll happily drop 30 on your dumbass, and then that's it. And I'll run around like happy and laughing and everything, and then
Yeah.
that's it. But I like there'll be times when I got angry and it was great for me and I played well, but like for the most part, like I liked being happy on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I feel like for me back then for the two songs. Ooh, yeah. Well, I can only think of two right now. I mean, there were more songs back in the day, but back then we used to listen to a lot of. When I say back then, I'm talking about when I was in high school, 2011, 12 years ago. Jesus Christ.
I only remember one song from y'all.
Which was what was it?
6 foot.
I was about to say, yeah. Yo, we had that shit on blast. 6 foot, 7 foot. I used to get high about that.
Spritzer.
Woo!
It couldn't happen any quicker. Yo, that joint used to be hard though.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play any other song.
Nah.
But that joint was tight. When you came into the, was like, oh yeah.
What?
Nah,
and we used to line up in the back right before
and
tip.
run out.
Yeah, and run out when that song came out. Come on. Yeah, that shit was OD. But yeah, so it would be three. That would be I could think of two right now. One would be that 6 foot 7 foot for sure. The second would be swag surfing. That's when swag swag. I'm surfing. Yeah. And damn, back then I had to been a Drake song, bro, because if I had to been like maybe like I'm on one or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. But LeBron's song. Why did I just blank? Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Kanye. It's not Forever.
No. Yes.
Is it?
How does it go? My mind is
Forever, man.
No.
It is
I'm on. No.
Oh, it is Forever, bro. Or something.
Oh, this is gonna trip me out. Wait. Okay, so yes, I remember Drake.
It is. I'm right.
It is Forever, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. When you said it, it sparked something in my mind for some reason. I couldn't get that.
It was in LeBron's documentary.
More than a game.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And yeah, it was probably something like that. But when it came to college, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my school, mind you, Penn State Du Bois area is majority of Caucasians.
So it's PWI.
What does that mean?
Predominantly white institution.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that's what that meant.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's like a black school and like white schools?
Yes.
No, but like I didn't know like they had like names. Like I mean I knew
No. They're not claiming to be a.
Oh, okay. That's what I was about to say. Oh, I was about to say because there are
but you are that like.
Wow, I almost said BBC.
HBCU.
Yeah.
You're bugging out.
But yeah, HBCUs.
For the most part, bro, like If you are not an HBCU,
You're
you
a
are most
PW.
likely a PWI.
Got you. She said,
Like, for the most part.
I didn't know, like, oh, I thought for a second when you said that, I was like, damn, they claimed themselves that?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
on their application, PWI,
But
that makes sense. But yeah, it was a PWI.
Mhm.
And we would honestly, I never saw them play before I got there. And I don't even remember the songs that were played while I was there. Like, I'm sure it's probably like some Andy Grammer or ha ha. I'm good. I got nothing that I probably should not. Yeah. Yo, what? You might not leave it alone, bro. Yes, it was probably something like that, bro. Or first let me hop out that motherfucking Porsche. I don't want to hit the gas. Yeah, it's probably something like that because I know that was bumping hard as fuck when I was in school, but. And at parties too, like, but I'm not gonna lie, Penn State Du Bois, yeah, always got my heart, man. Yeah, it was like songs like that probably were playing. I for some reason my first year there, I don't think we had many home games, so I really don't remember like hearing the music.
Mhm.
But when my senior year came, oh, I turned shit up. They gave me the ability to do this. Oh yeah, I had Get Light music on there. Come on, come on. What? Hiya. Yeah. I had Get Light music. I think we had Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah.
Like, I turned shit up for my school. Like,
I feel like every school has that song in their Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah. And I had some other shit in there. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure everybody was accounted for, but yeah, man. Like, I think hip hop, like, it I don't know, like, even though we're not drug dealers and killers and all this, but like hearing them, like, it gives you like this type of like,
yeah, I've been able to
like this feel, like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna give even though I'm never gonna meet this man, but that Mexican OT, he is cold, and he gives me that itch. Like, I want to go break some shit.
Yeah,
but he's tough.
Super.
Louis Vuitton to the winter when I walk to the rain, get the kitchen in, got the bread. Like I don't even know, bro. He be going so tough.
Yeah,
bro. He be going so crazy. And then like the DMV music, like people like DMC to Don DMC, something like that.
Oh, you're not from Baltimore?
No, I'm not.
He is not. He is not from Baltimore.
I'm not. I was learning. From all my boys over there, bro. They was teaching me everything, for real.
I feel like Baltimore is super dope, though.
All right, you gotta stop.
It's not
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Listen, it's Baltimore. Like, that's how they say it over there.
No, is it twos and
stupid.
Yeah, that's how they talk.
I went through FanDuel Sportsbook and I found the team's wins over or under. All right, so the first team is the Knicks.
Okay.
Now, last year, the Knicks won 47 games out of 82. Now they have their over and under being 45 and a half games. So do you think they're going to win over 45 games or under 45 games? Just to give you something, a sportsbook, FanDuel Sportsbook, sorry, shit. They have the odds at plus 116 for over 45 games.
I think it'll probably be under.
Right. Okay.
There's a lot of good teams.
There are.
So, although I think they'll make the playoffs and they'll be fine and all of that, I think the records are going to be a lot more spread out than we think.
Okay.
I think the league is going to be a lot more spread out. There's going to be a lot more, like 40, 50 win seasons. Like, there's not going to be, there will be, I'm sure, some 60 win teams, but I don't think there's going to be that many.
Like, we're not going to see a 73-9 again.
No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
I don't think so. That was not an anomaly.
No, that was an anomaly.
I
think somebody else is gonna hit 73 and 9?
I think there's another team that can get to at least 70 for sure. Hold on.
73-9,
I think there's a
bro.
team that can get to 70. I don't think that necessarily is in these next couple of years because again, I really think that there's a lot of good teams that can do something. And a lot of them are on the West. So it's possible, I guess, for the Knicks to do something like that to get more than 42 it was that they said?
45.
No. What was the first what was
They
last
had
year's? Last year they had 42.
last year they had 47.
47. Oh, so they get 45. Oh, yes. No. I'm sorry then. I heard you wrong. So then, yes, then I think they'll probably get to 45. I think they'll have less wins than they had last year.
So
They're
they'll
not going
have
to do better.
really.
No.
First of all,
I also don't like the Knicks, so that also
yeah, this
help.
is really biased.
It's not biased. I think that my response was incorrect, but no. Yeah, my response was technically incorrect, but my reasoning behind it was completely correct. Is there's too many good teams in the league. They're not going to be able to do it. I don't think so.
That's fair. My opinion, and this is a non-biased standpoint because I am a Knicks fan.
What?
But
non-biased?
No, I said, but I like to be real. I like to be real.
All right, bro.
So my stance is about to be, I think, with us having 47 wins last year, and they're putting us at 45, I think we can do more than that. And I think that because it looks as though we're going to play Evan Fournier more. Now, when I say that, it's not to start. It's not to be a super role person. But in that Miami Heat series, again, this is the playoffs, so it's not the regular season. But I just think that a lot of what we lacked was shooting. And I think Evan Fournier, if there's one thing he can do, is shoot. Whether he misses or makes, you got to respect his jump shot.
Yeah.
You don't like the players I felt like last year didn't necessarily respect RJ's jump shot. They didn't respect Julius Randle's jump shot. They didn't respect Josh Hart's jump shot. And the one you really respected was only Jalen Brunson.
He's the only good player on the team.
And quickly, whoa, buddy, you gotta relax there. And quickly and him were the two predominant shooters
I like
that
quickly.
Yeah, like you really had to kind of or not that you had to, because I felt as though you had to worry about everybody. But again, not being biased, I felt as though this is how everybody else felt. They didn't have to worry about anybody else but them. Julius Randle cut his hair. I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't know that.
He cut them dirty ass locks or whatever that was on his head. He looks good. He looks in shape. I think he's showing me I think he's going to be better this year. I think that he's going to be a lot more consistent. I think that now
his most improved season.
No, because he was the first option then. So that's you know what I mean? When he's the second option, he's not going to be probably as good as that, but I can see him being better this year. I can see RJ being better this year. I can see Jalen Brunson being, if not as well as he was last year, better than that. You know what I mean? And I think putting the shooting out there with Evan Fournier from time to time, Mitchell Robinson still top 5 in blocks a game. We, the Knicks, were number 8 in defense last year. Toppin? Yes, we did. I mean, but I don't want to say it like that, but we didn't use him.
Okay.
That I think he had a lot of potential, and he's going to start for the Pacers. But we couldn't do nothing with him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see us going over. And again, it's plus 116. So if you put in $10, you'll probably win $16 on top of that. But you put 100. A little chunk of change. All right. So second team I got is Phoenix. So Phoenix last year, they had 45 wins. Now with the addition of Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, they have their line at 52. So last year was 45 wins. This year they have them at 52. Over or under? The favorited is under as far as the sportsbook goes.
I think so.
So that's where you're going?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I
don't think that they'll get over 52. I think they can get close.
Now 53.
No. I mean, it's possible. I'm sure. I'm sure
Okay.
it's possible.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying it as like no, they're not going to get it, but I'm saying it.
No.
I'm
On
betting.
this podcast, we're gonna tell y'all what we feel, and that is our response, and y'all gonna have to take it. So you tell me, are they making it or are they not? You told me for certain that the Knicks were not getting that. So I need you to stand on business. In the words of Drewski, stand on business
But it's
and
because
tell me.
the team is different though. See, like the Knicks have the same squad.
We got DiVincenzo now.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Good job. But he's a solid player. Let me not disrespect him like that. Got to sit on the bench while you played our team, so that was cool.
Give him buckets.
But, yeah, Trey gave him buckets. It don't matter.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trey
Anyways,
Lowe.
yeah. Anyways, what was I about to say? Oh, that
The
Suns. I think that they can do more than what they had. So 45. I think they can get between 46 and 52. I think they can do in between there. I don't think that they will get above it. Again, my same concept of like also it's their first year. Unless they come out hooping like the first 30 games, I don't see it happening. They got to come out hooping, but they lost depth. They lost like they got Valanciunas though, right? No, that's not who got Valanciunas.
No. Valanciunas is still on the Pelicans. They got
Not Valanciunas.
Nurkic.
I'm sorry, Valanciunas. That's not racist.
Yeah.
They're different. They're different ethnicities and everything, but they just big and white. So that's
Yeah.
why.
Shit, was that innocent Varejao? Like,
but yeah.
So Bradley Beal does not make a 7-game difference.
I'm sorry. I don't have the faith
Hey, look,
in KD.
again,
I don't have faith in KD the way people talk about it. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I don't have the faith.
just
Like he
stand on business.
Devin Booker is not Steph. Bradley Beal is not Clay. I'm sorry. And when Clay was Clay at the time, they are not the same. They're not the same. Nurkic is not Draymond. They do not have the same pieces that KD got to play.
All right, but I'm not talking about 73. I'm just talking about 53.
No. They both like when KD was there, they didn't have that 73 and 9 season. But
no, they didn't, which is actually weird, ain't it?
Yeah, I guess so. In all honesty, it's just
they had Raja Bell, like Sean Livingston,
yeah, their team was just different. And they had more depth that 73 and 19. But when he came, like, it was just they were just unstoppable. And what do you do with that? Like, really, what do you do with that? And the league itself wasn't prepared for that.
How?
The league is prepared for this team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a multitude of teams that can play with them. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean,
like they're a great team, but the Nuggets, I can still envision the Nuggets beating them. I can still envision the Lakers doing something with that team, like against that team. I can still envision, I don't know, the Warriors or the Celtics or Cleveland, maybe. That's just like a side note type kind of team. But Philly, hopefully if James comes back, that's not gonna happen. But if they had James, like they could do something. Like there's a lot of teams, bro. There's a lot of teams, and I'm sure there's mad teams I'm not even naming.
Knicks.
Right now. There's mad teams that I'm probably not even naming right now. But like,
y'all gonna notice, bro. He's a Knick hater for real, man.
It's not even the fact that they are like a bad team to me. It's just I don't like watching them play basketball. I like watching Jalen Brunson play basketball. He makes them fun to watch. But watching them play as a unit looks so discombobulated. It looks so weird. But like, obviously they're on two different tax brackets. But the Nuggets, watching them play is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
But then, the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets. But like the Nuggets have the type of ball movement that the Warriors had. Like pass. I don't care who. You don't care who shoots it.
And it looks so pretty though. Yeah. And then watching 3 left-handed bums play is like you make it look crazy.
The 3-headed dragon.
Yeah, that shit's
the 3-headed lefty dragons.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson is tough, but until I see more from RJ and Julius, and until they get right hands, I'm not hearing it no
I mean, I
more.
do gotta give you that. They do need some right
Yeah, bro, that's ridiculous.
All right, so you're not sold on the 52 over 52 for Phoenix.
I don't think so.
Okay. Philly. Again, it's funny that you bring up James Harden. So last year, Philly won 54 games. This year, they have them at 47.
Again, I'm telling you,
Do you
bro.
think they're going to win over that or under?
No, I'm gonna stay with the same thing. There's only a handful of teams that are in my brain right now that I can see doing better than they did last year. And when if you bring them up, I'll let you know.
Well,
But
but it's not better. Again, it's not better than last year. It's better than that number. Do you think? Do
yeah.
you think that they're going to be? Again, last year was 54. This year they have them at 47. Do you think at 47 they will get over or under that?
I think they'll get over 47.
I think so too.
They'll get over 47. Yeah,
I think so too.
They won't. I don't think. Again, they probably will get in the middle of what they just were. I
Yeah.
think what they were from 52 to 47, they'll get something in between that.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with that for real.
And I'm gonna go back to the Suns take real quick. This is gonna be really quick, but I think 52 and they have 47 last year. I think that Bradley Beal gives them that ability to win 53 games. Me personally, I think that, and I just seen it in preseason, like very shortly. In 12 minutes, they all have 15 points.
Yeah, no, they're insane.
In 12 minutes, they all. So it's not a problem. Or again, the regular season's not here again. So I understand that. I understand maybe preseason is maybe not really cared about so much. So it's like, all right, yeah, you shoot it. But when it comes to regular season, now they're playing for their contracts. They're playing for. So I know like sometimes they're gonna get into those ball hoggy type. You know what I mean? I get that, but I think that from what I've seen in the preseason, they can coexist. Or not coexist. Is coexist with 2 people? Or 3 people?
Just say coexist.
Yeah, let's just say coexist, right? But yeah, I think that they can coexist all together. I think that they all, except Kevin Durant, are like willing passers. Like I think KD's just like, all right, I'm about to score this bitch. But Devin Booker's a willing passer. Like Bradley Beal on the Washington Wizards, like I've seen him get average 5 to 6 assists.
They can be very good. Like
you know what I mean?
I wish Kyrie, James, and KD got to really play together. Their offense was again like one of the most highly rated offenses like ever. And
Yeah,
they were elite.
Super elite.
But I don't know. Until I see KD full season do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And live up to the hype that people talk to him about. I'm gonna stay right down here.
Yeah, and I feel like they have 3 players. Well, 2. I can't really say Bradley Beal is super efficient just because I know he was throwing up a lot of shots. Maybe he shouldn't have. Exactly. So that's why I can't say he's necessarily efficient, and I'm only saying that for stats purposes. Mm-hmm. Technically, the stats won't show that he's necessarily super efficient, but Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, they are very like 50 and up, like damn near every game. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like when you have 2 of your 3 star players being super efficient and that third one can also get to a bucket. Yeah. They said this stat. I mean, it's not really a stat. It's obviously common sense, but like, well, I mean, I guess depending on who you really like, but like Bradley Beal, who again was, and I'm sure maybe not on this team, but if he was on the Wizards and maybe they were better, he could average about 25 to 30 points a game.
On Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he is going to be guarded by the 3rd best defender.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you do about that? So it's like when you
try to put the 2nd best defender on him.
Now KD or Devin Booker have the like what? And this is what like when you talk about the even the Chris Bosches, the LeBrons and D Wades, like people are like, oh, we'll live with Chris Bosh tearing us up. Back when it was, well, no, they weren't living with Clay, like tearing them up. But Clay didn't have to put the ball on the ground. Like it was like having 60 points, only 6 dribbles.
Draymond, like Draymond having that finals game of like 30 something and Game 7 when
Yeah,
they
like
won. Like they lived with him having 30 and off of like 6 threes. That shit will never happen again.
exactly,
Like, and they
exactly,
still won the game. Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, so like now
It
you
makes
have,
sense.
and I saw that they have Eubanks from Port. I think it's from Portland. He's solid. I think he started for them
And
for a little bit of time. They got Nurkic. They also have, I believe, they still have Terrence Ross. I believe they got the one guy that used to date Stephen Curry's sister. I think uh, uh, Damon Lee.
oh, Damian
I
Lee,
think it's
Damian
still
Lee,
there.
yeah.
I think they got some pieces, but I'm rooting for them. I think they can get over 52. Philly, I believe we both believe that they can get over 47.
Yeah,
I believe so as well. I believe even though Joel Embiid stole an MVP from Jokic, um,
I hate how
um,
much of a fan favorite thing it is. It's more of like a story than
it's
like
nasty, right?
who actually deserves it. I'm sorry, Jokic deserved it more.
Come on, bro.
That's just me. But go
Common
ahead
sense.
to what you were saying.
No, common sense. Now we get to another team that kind of got loaded, but the Bucks.
I think the Bucks, whatever they say, I'm going over.
It don't even matter,
I
right?
think that they are fully healthy now. They have the craziest backcourt now. Damian Lillard has to play defense. He never really had to beforehand, so
Mhm.
now he has to play defense on a team that
Oh, because they're gonna demand it.
they have to demand
Oh,
it. They have to demand it.
they have a different coach.
Still though, no,
You
their
think it's just the
defense is
culture that
yeah,
is
yeah, it's just a
okay?
culture. I think
Okay.
it's a culture thing. They have to demand it from him in some form or fashion. He
But
doesn't
the
have to be
coach
a stopper.
instills this.
He doesn't have to be a stopper, but he
He has
needs
to
to be
play.
able to
Okay,
play defense.
okay.
Like Kyrie and Steph, again, they are not known to be defenders, but like
They had to play
they
defense.
can play defense.
They
Like
had
you
to play
can watch
defense.
them. Like
Yeah,
I've watched. I went to go see when Ben Simmons first came back to Philly, and Kyrie was picking up James Harden full court, like in his chest,
yeah,
the whole game. And I'm
yeah,
like, all right, like it is possible. Same thing for like Dame. Like he can play defense. He just needs to be able to keep people in front of him. And then once he even feels like it, he's like, all right, you can go.
yeah,
After you're tired from patting the ball too much, and then Giannis and Brook Lopez are down there to punch your shit after you're throwing up some lackadaisical ass shot from
yeah.
like you know what I mean?
From Pound Town.
Yeah,
It's
talking
like
about
with
my
my
rally. But
rally.
yeah, so I think whatever they say, I'm
so
saying over.
so right now they got their line. So last year they have
And their backup is campaign now.
backup was
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
And they started and I have him on my fantasy. Shout out to my fantasy team. But Malik Beasley, he's tough.
Yeah, he did nothing for the Lakers, so I could give rats for
But
him.
yeah, but I'm telling you, bro, he'll be able to produce like Grayson Allen used to produce,
Okay,
and I think it
I'll
was
hear you.
solid. You know what I
I'll
mean?
hear you.
But yeah, last year, it was 58 wins, and right now they have them at 53.
I could give them back to 58.
58?
53. So yeah, I'm saying over 53.
Yeah, over
I'll give them
53.
over 53.
All right.
If they,
Go.
it just depends on how they start. But yes, I'll give them over
That's
50.
very true as well.
It depends on how
That's
they
very
start.
true as well. So Golden State is the next one.
Okay.
Last year they won 44 wins. Again, that was with Jordan Poole. And now they have the line at 47. And the like the pick that they believe is going to win is or who has the better odds, who has the winning odds, I should say, is the over. Again on Sportsbook FanDuel Sportsbook. They have them at minus 112, so that's the favorite. Is to get over 47 wins.
I think that's possible too.
Last year they had 44.
Yeah,
You
I
think with
think
Chris Paul?
I think that he's a good asset for them. I don't know. I understand the concept of like their defense, but their offense is about to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna be really, really insane, and they're gonna
Yeah.
play. I think they can play really fast
Yeah.
too. Chris Paul might slow that shit down a lot. But if he embraces their offense, they can play. I think they can do really well.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga,
Kaminga
Draymond,
looks good in
like
preseason.
they can play a little bit of small ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they'll be fine. I think they will be just fine this year. I think they'll win.
Yeah.
And hopefully it goes well.
Yeah. I agree. I just seen him again. I'm only going up for preseason right now, but even just seeing like how I think that us as being basketball players, I think that we're able to see actions and certain things from players or teams and be like, oh, okay, so if they continue to do that, they're gonna be super tough. And one of the things I saw was Chris Paul being, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's like they got a point guard Draymond, like
Like
that's able to actually score.
now Draymond can just run around and set
Just set
screens.
screens and just hack everybody.
Yes,
Just
bro.
you
Do
don't
what
gotta
you
do nothing
do. Do what
else.
you do, and you can do more of that. Like you don't even
Bro,
need to touch the ball
you
anymore.
don't. Just board, get
Just
steals,
board, get
and punch
steals,
people
and
in the
punch
face.
people. Yes.
Like, bro, when I saw Chris Paul come, like he was on the three, he was going towards the wing, and just threw like one of these little passes to
Yeah.
Steph, and Steph curled around that bitch, and I was like, oh, this might actually be kind of crazy.
And Jordan
Yeah.
Poole, when he was there, I don't think he could see the floors. No, not I don't think. I know he couldn't see
He
the
just saw the
floor as
basket.
well.
It's cool.
He was going for a bucket,
Yeah.
and that's cool. And they did well this season.
Right.
But
They got a
again,
chip?
yeah, I was about to say they got a chip together. But like that offense with CP3 is just going to be a little bit nicer. Defensively, I know they'll have to figure it out. Offensively, I
Because they're
think it'll
both
give
small.
them. Yeah, offensively, I think it'll do a lot of good things for them. Though. So
No, I agree. I think also the Golden State Warriors 47.5 though in the West.
I think they'll do it.
I'm gonna say because this is very true. You just can't ever count Steph out,
Bro. They just
yeah. You can't ever count him out. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go over as well. I think I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over for sure. We have two more teams. One is our defending champs, the Denver Nuggets.
whatever they say is going to be over.
Over? Okay. So yeah, because the under is the over is favorited right now. But last year they had 53 wins, and they're saying over or under 53 wins. Mind you, they got rid of Bruce Brown.
I still think he'll be fine. He was a big asset. I understand, but man,
And Jeff Green.
oh yeah,
Like who their backups now?
yeah. I don't.
Because
No,
they got
I'm still
Braun
is
Brown or
good.
Braun.
Braun.
Braun. He's pretty good. I remember seeing him in Kansas. He was pretty good, and now he's you know what I mean his his defense. I feel like and being able to make some plays are translating, but
No, they're solid, bro.
we
They're
got
just
rid
too
of
good.
even with
No, I'm sorry. They're just
it's
too
this
good, bro.
and
Like
Malone is still
going
there,
through the
right? Malone is still there.
going through a playoff series and knowing that the fucking Denver Nuggets were gonna win it from day one. Like no one questioned it. I'm sorry.
I don't know if everybody said that they was going to win it from day one.
What?
From day one,
Bro, but okay, even if not day one, from at the Western Conference Finals, they said no matter who comes out, Denver's winning.
No, that's a fact.
That's
that is a fact.
crazy,
That's
bro.
a fact.
They said no matter who comes out of that, they are winning.
That's a fact.
So like, come on now, bro.
No.
And now you're talking about the best team on the East, which is the Boston Celtics, or the Bucks.
Yeah.
But like again, no matter what team came out of that East, if they were playing Denver, they were going to lose. And
honestly, you know what?
Like,
I think I gotta go with you.
I'm saying over. If they do less, they're still gonna go far in the playoffs. So like,
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like this is like their time to be. Like they've been preparing for this since 2020.
Yeah,
and it's that time.
See, I think I might have to agree with you too. Also because that was Jamal Murray's first year back from injury. So now he's like, he got all the confidence. I feel like his confidence is about to be dumb. So I just feel like Jokic's confidence coming off of MVP. Well, damn, he didn't win the MVP last year, but that would have been crazy. Damn near MVP
Finals
season.
MVP. Huh?
Finals MVP, championship. I feel like not that they were due for a championship, but they kind of like when they first got there, when the Nuggets first got to the championship, they played the champions, the Lakers.
Yeah.
And then after that, Jamal Murray was hurt. So it's like now they got this first chance. I don't know. I think I agree with you. Yeah. I'm sold. All right. Lastly, I got the Houston Rockets. Now, I know this might be a team that's
No, I
not
know.
favorited,
I
but
know.
I think this is a team that made some adjustments.
Very.
They're very young. If I'm not
Way.
mistaken, did they get Oladipo?
I don't know.
I know they got rid of Kevin Porter. I
I
just
was about
don't
to
know.
say though that like losing, he was a solid player for them.
So last year they only won 22 games out of 82. So they lost 60.
Honestly, bro, I know that they got some upgrades in Fred and Dylan but I don't see it. Whatever. What are they about? What is the over under?
Oladipo plays for the Houston Rockets now.
So what's the over under though?
33. Oh no, 31. They had
They're
22
still
last year.
Orlando.
They just got Fred.
Still
Their center
Raptors.
Sengun is still very tough. They got Jabari Smith, who's a nice stretch for what the.
Yeah.
Nah, this flies.
That fly, that shit won't go away. I wasn't gonna say anything.
They got they still got Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah. They have a like on paper they have a right team for
they
real.
have one of those sneaky teams that could
Yeah.
beat you like on some
Yeah.
like weird night like.
But I don't think they'll
31.
do much.
31's the line.
31.
And I could tell you what's favorited. Well, nothing's favorited. It's actually even. So like the
31
same
again.
odds for over is the same odds for under. 31 games out of 82.
I'll do. Whoo.
I'll do. Yeah.
I think I'll do.
If you had to put your bread on it.
Well, under. You fucking kidding me? I'll go under. I'll go under.
So all right, so fuck everybody else's money, just your money. Yeah. You go under. All right.
Fuck that.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe right now. And by the way, I know you guys been looking at me all episode, but Reign 13, we're gonna be having some merch coming out soon, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Anything you want to say to the people?
No, just thank you. I appreciate it and keep supporting, and we got more to come.
Yes, sir. So again, thank you guys so much, man. Like, comment, and subscribe right now. We're gonna give you guys more great content coming up soon. Again, just continue to run it up. Love you guys. We see you guys soon. Peace.